Oh, it's motherfucking Coco, baby. What up, everybody? Sorry for the delay. There was a new update on the PS4 remote, and I had to update OBS as well. Anyways, hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to another stream of Chaos Child. If you're new to the channel, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. And if you already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that intro. With that being said, let's go ahead and hit that that bullshit and get started. Wait, what? What'd you put? Left my ass out? Wait, why? Huh? Why laughing my ass off? Wait, what? Where am I streaming? Am I streaming on the other channel? Am I streaming on the other channel? Oh, here you subscribe, hit that intro. Hit the whip. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I had, like I said, I had a horrible, not a horrible day, but imagine me coming home early from work and trying to get these streams out, and then that shit happened. I honestly thought like somebody got hurt really bad. All I heard was my sister screaming, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I heard my mom call me. She was like, Isaac, come over here. And I was like, what the hell happened? I'm like, what the hell happened? She goes, I see my mom, like, my mom is shorter than my sister, and she was barely holding on to her. My sister was crying, like she couldn't stand straight. And I was like, what the hell happened? I'm like, what happened? She was like, my back hurts. Mind you, my sister's 4 years older than me. She was like, my back hurts really bad. She's like, I don't know what happened. So then, obviously, the kids are there. I didn't want them to be scared. They don't know what the fuck is going on. So I'm like, what the hell happened? It's that bad. That ain't that bad. And OP burned his asshole using his hairdryer. What the fuck? I sack my nuts every day. What up, Nani? What up, Dragon Fox? Long story short, not to get too much into it, before we get things started, I had to get some water. I was fucking thirsty all fucking day. We took her to the emergency room. They pretty much did like a little x-ray. They pretty much said there was nothing wrong, that like severe or bad. Then it's a pinched nerve, and it's like the worst case scenario. They said it was a bad pinched nerve. She won't be able to walk for like at least a good 3 to 4 days. They gave us pain medication. They gave us patches that have like pain medication on it as well. So they gave her pills and patches and a cream. And they said for her to rest, not do any heavy lifting, so she can't pick up the kids. I guess what happened is when she was, she was doing all those stuff with the kids, and she just came up when she bent over to pick something, and she came up too quick. That's why it's always good when you guys work out. Like little injuries like that can fuck you up. Anyways, let's go ahead and get things started, and let's just get things started. Sorry about that, guys. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update why I feel bad, because like I said, I wanted to come today Friday early and stream for you guys, and so sorry about that. So yeah, I left, but her husband was helping out with the kids. I was just helping my sister out with other stuff, and my mom was just helping her pick up afterwards. So anyway, let's get things started. Hey, it's Inoue. What's up, Arimura? Brief summary from what happened last time. Takeru was told that he was gonna get killed. We found the girl that was at the hotel. We're pretty much continuing with the investigation from what we did in the newspaper club room, and now we're at this other floor in the school, and we're gonna meet new characters and whatnot. Oh, what the fuck, a nerve? Nah, bro. Worst case scenario is that she can get a seizure because of how nerves. I already ate, but I had something very brief to eat. I'm good. I'm not gonna eat nothing. It's too late over here, anyways, for me to eat something proper. I'll just eat some sleep. Oh, Hinai, probably somewhere around the school. She's in charge of decorating for our class. That just sounded like a retarded bitch. I'm sorry. I was trying to make a girl's voice, but that just sounded like a retarded bitch. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of streams. I'm not even tired. The cafeteria, maybe? It was Akka who dragged her off. That still sounds like a retarded bitch. Just get some milk and shit with some bread. If you was over here, I'll call you and get some good ass milk. I would love some fucking tacos. No, I ended up making me a sandwich, a really good sandwich. So actually, Dragon Fox, you might know about this. I got some bao. It's just like bread, like loafy bread, and I put some pork in it, lettuce, and mayo on it. Delicious. Hey, you know it, food, huh? Arimura. Seizures are very well. Some conchas and shit. I can't eat seafood, but that sounds delicious. Guess she missed the attack on her back. The fuck? I thought I read that Attack on Titan. She was just here, but then she said she'd help Akari's team. I'm not even. I'll get later on into another stream what happened yesterday when I went out. We'll talk about it in a different stream. Yes, bao is delicious, man. Oh, Onechi, wanna wrestle? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hinae, isn't she with Haruka? Oh, you're leaving already. You should wrestle with us, Inoue. Wait, did you just say that Conchas? Conchas is seafood, isn't it? Conchas, isn't that like the seashells? Clams? Clams. Yeah, clams is seafood, right? We're not having any luck finding Arimura. Does she have a lot of friends? If I don't come in the streams one day or don't reply, it's because I got murked. What the fuck? Come on, Nani, don't be on that bullshit, man. I did get me, though. I did treat myself, and I got me 2 bottles of Avion water. So that's what's holding me up right now. Oh, the Mexican sweetbread. You should have specified that. Conchas can mean anything. What's wrong? No, nothing. Just, are you actually really popular? Why? Wait, why? Everybody in the second year class seemed to know who you are. Sarika made a face like she'd only just realized it now. Well, I never thought of her as particularly unpopular. But even though we weren't always together, we were together often enough that I was too close to get a sense of something like that. Wait, I think a long time ago Kurusu once told her, act a little more like a girl, you're wasting your potential. It's nothing, just wait, oh no, did you really not know who Arimura was? Nani, dead ass though? Stop being a little bitch ass neighbor. Yeah, we're gonna do more streams, absolutely. Dragon Fox, I can tell Coco had a little too much fun with Cosby in bed. What the fuck? Also, you got your gifts yet from Hercule? Yes, I did get my gifts. He only gave me like stones, gems. He gave me Whis, and let me see, some more Kais and Hercule statues. Why would you get your cheeks clapped, Nani? I mean, I don't really know, but she seems like she's pretty well networked around the school. Even if she was in a different class than you, I figured you might know her from girls group or something. No, I had a great time yesterday. I'll definitely go into more details after this stream. I'm gonna play a new game after this, actually, that I got, that I should have played a while ago. Tales of Vesperia. I don't know if you guys have heard about that game, but we're gonna play Tales of Vesperia after this. Girls at high school had to be better connected than anybody else around, right? I don't know. I never really thought about it, class, groups, or anything like that. You know Coco ain't gonna go down like that. And her sister may have broke her back in bed with someone special. What the fuck? She's married. We try not to insult family members here, only each other. Yeah, we just try to insult each other. Like we don't try to. I mean, I'm not gonna take offense as long as you don't overstep the line. But yeah, she's married. She's married. I'll give you that one pass because you didn't know. No, she like I said, it was a pinched nerve, and it's it's stressful because she has 3 kids, my two nephews and a niece, and it could be a handful, which is why you guys see me hang out with them only from time to time. I love them a lot, but spending the whole day with them, sheesh. Luckily we all helped each other, so it all turned out well. That makes sense. Act a little more like a girl. I would send you to the dark realm, where you will hang out at the bottom of it, sucking dicks with Void God and Kid Phoenix. Did we throw Clank in there too?
Are you serious?
I suddenly heard a voice I remembered. Was that... I looked next to me and saw that Sarika was clinging to the window glass and looking down. I hate when they put that creepy music, because then I know some shit's gonna happen. I looked down and saw someone I knew walking with a group of girls towards the school gate. Let's hurry. There finna be a scene where Kurusu and Sarika finna strip in front of Takeru. I think there is. I think there is gonna be a scene like that.
No. I told you. I didn't actually tell him I liked him. But you guys are sharing an umbrella, right? You're walking through Shibuya on a rainy night. Knowing you, Akko, or actually knowing how you feel about that guy, it's only a matter of...
Yo, Hinai Arimura is a hoe. She's a little hoe. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys agree or not, but every time she has conversations with other females, I think she's an older woman disguised as a younger girl. Every time she has conversations with other females, she always has to make it inappropriate and icky and shit. And I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that's noticing that.
You think so too?
You're a cabbage roll girl after all. What the fuck is a cabbage? Hold on a second. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is a cabbage roll girl? A girl who may seem shy at first glance, but who can become extremely forceful when it comes to getting what she wants in love. The name comes from the Japanese cabbage roll, cabbaggio rollo, which is spiced meat wrapped in cooked cabbage. It's said that the peaceful cabbage on the outside hides the vicious carnivore that looks within. I'm gonna call Lokodoken that from now on. Lokodoken, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call you a cabbage roll girl. You gonna stream it? Yeah, let's do a Persona 5 tomorrow. How about that? Bro, most bits with twin tails and anime beast lesson. Yeah, it's true. Oh, this shit. Alright, let's go back.
No way. Is Akko a cabbage roll girl?
Takeru is not liking this. Takeru is like seeing this from far away, and I can only assume that he's not happy and upset that the fact that this bitch is acting normal. This bitch told Takeru that he was going to die, like they were gonna kill him. How would you behave in front of somebody who told you you're gonna fucking die? If I'm a cabbage roll girl, then Coco be a cabbage roll. Come on, you could do better than that. I was expecting you to say some Cosby roll. I expected better from you, Lokodoken. I expected some Cosby roll girl, some shit.
Are they going to pick up some supplies, like dildos and tampons?
Arimura was walking through the yard with 2 people who looked like they were her friends. Just like Sarika said, she wasn't helping with the decorations in the yard. She was heading straight for the gate.
Should we talk to her?
Yeah, no. Actually, give me a second. I needed to get ready. What should I ask? What happened in the hotel, of course, and what did she mean about what she told me?
What about you, Haruka? With Isozaki?
Who the fuck is Izozaki? Whoa, you made it hella gay. I knew it. Coco's a Cosby roll girl, girlfriend. I'm Asian, so I'm a sushi roll girl. What the fuck? I bet Coco finding cabbage roll boys and shitty on rolls and cabbage lead to benefit. What the fuck?
Oh, didn't I tell you? Haruka's real close with Shirai right now.
Who the fuck is Shirai though? Wait, what?
No way! I had no clue. How? No, it's not that big a deal, really. He does have a big dick. So how it happened? Tweeter. He's big into Hekihobot, and I retweeted a picture from it. So you're a cabbage roll girl too, huh? I had no idea.
So I guess I'm guessing cabbage roll girl at this point is the Japanese version of calling somebody a thought. So in Japan they don't call people thoughts, they call them cabbage roll girls. Swallow that meat. What the fuck? Did us? Coco, a cockroach, roll tranny, then Broly, legendary broccoli roll girl will meet and fight. I think Nani finna get his cheek slapped. I don't know what did Nani do. Nani, you're being scared. I don't know if he's still on the stream. I don't know. He's scaring me, man. He's been saying that. I don't know, man. I don't know if Nani's depressed or some shit, but he's been going through some stuff, which I'm not gonna judge him, and I think I've given him enough good advice. There's a lot of good people around him who care for him, and he just needs to stay away from that hood life. Hood life is not gonna bring you anything good, man. Not in life. Trust me.
Deku, they're leaving.
I know, but what's with this huge gap?
Man, I'm so happy. I just feel so great.
She was nothing like the girl I'd seen in the hotel room or even in the student council room. She was just a normal teenage girl. And if you ask me, one of the worthless ones who loved to talk about things that didn't matter. Suddenly, Arimura stopped. That's...
Deku, that's
the fucking detective! It's the fucking detective! I'm only scared of shit called homework. Deku? You say run intensifies. It's either he got caught stealing and shit and he got bit pregnant and left her, or he's depressed, but I didn't think that's likely because now he says you get clapped and clapped himself. What the fuck? Chill. This is the detective who was at the hotel, by the way. Yeah. I knew him. That was a detective who had visited the interrogation room during our questioning.
Sorry, I've gotta take care of something. Can you get the stuff for me?
Arimura suddenly bowed to the other two. They seemed about to say something, but they must have seen the detective and thought better of it.
We'll text you later.
They left. Remember, the detective comes here every day to meet with the girl to see if he can get something out of her. They only let her free on the condition that they were to meet with the girl and monitor her closely, so that way they can get more information out of her. And remember, the detective, I think his name is Shinjo, he gets some tips from outsiders, and I'm assuming they're telling him when to go visit the girl to get more information out of her. Let's see where this is going to lead. Isn't that a little unreasonable? Her voice sounded different. Like... No! Oh, that's how you pick. Oh my god, every time we had a negative or a positive, you're supposed to pick. Oh, this. Now I just noticed. How do you stop? Okay. Sorry, but I don't have a lot of time. No! Can we go to a cafe nearby? There's not a place many people know about it. So now I know how to pick the negative and the positive. I should have fucking known. So really quick before we continue with the gameplay. Moving forward, I'm going to let you guys pick the negative and the positive. I just figured this out. The game is not that good at explaining when to pick negative or positive in those events. But remember, this is only the first playthrough. We need to play several playthroughs to get all the trophies. So
can we go to a cafe nearby? There's a place not many people know about.
Wait, so what happens if you do nothing or just do positive? Well, that's the thing. I haven't done anything towards it, so it definitely affects which is the anime cafe, the manga cafe, I mean. The two of them started to walk off. And you know Takeru and Sarika are gonna go over there. I think there's a neutral trophy for that, if I'm not mistaken. If she's going on a date...
Is she going on a date with the detective?
Of course not. They're just talking about the case. Yeah, I want to see the real ending first, though. Yeah, same here. So we're gonna go with the real ending first, which is why I'm gonna stay neutral. Now that I figured that out. As I stood there and thought, Sarika brought her face right up to mine. It was too close, and if other students saw, they'd get suspicious. And she smelled good, so I wanted her to stop. Whoa, what the fuck?
What do we do, Taku?
I want to hear what they have to say. I pushed her face back just a little and looked towards the direction they'd gone off in.
Should we go then?
Hi. She said a nearby cafe, which means even after being damaged by the earthquake, Shibuya was still a mecca for fashion and culture. There were a number of cafes even just around Hekiho Academy.
She said it was one not many people know about. I wonder if she means Cafe Lax.
Yeah, that would make sense. The newspaper club went there so often because it was close to the school, but students rarely visited it. Pretty smart comment coming from you, Onoe. No, not really. We nodded at each other as we went through the gate. Alright, let's go. The stream is lagging? Is it lagging? Is it lagging for you guys? Bro, I've been wondering about those negative, positive shit legit. I was like, do you gotta turn the analog sticks or something? No, you know what it was? I actually accidentally pressed R2 and L2. But remember, I stopped pressing those because that was skip by accident. But then when I actually pressed it when the event goes on, it lets you choose. And I guess once you leave it on something, it takes you to that thing. Okay. Forgot about the server here. The waitress, I mean.
You two, you're usually seats taken,
I tried to motion to the waitress to get her to understand. Sarika and I finally succeeded in getting our point across.
See, alright, come this way.
With a perceptiveness that belied her ridiculous appearance, she led us to a seat near the entrance, far from our usual spot. So right now, pretty much, we're just reading and watching an anime. The next time we actually... Yeah, so from what I was seeing, I wasn't trying to spoil it too much for myself. The intro of the game, but I don't know if you guys saw it. We did get to see them taking swords and other stuff, right? It looked like they were about to fight something. I did see a picture of a monster that looked like a dragon. So I'm assuming at some point, once all the characters are introduced to us, and we have pretty much, think about it this way, it's like watching a play or like an anime, like you said, right? Once all the characters are introduced and we get to have a grasp of the story, we're gonna get to actually fight. I'm assuming there's some fighting in this game, but even if there isn't, I'm enjoying the shit out of it. I love a story game based like this. I've never played a game like this, which is actually perfect because I like to read narratives and give my points across after like certain events and whatnot. So if we put up a newspaper, maybe they couldn't spot us. We sat down and spread out a newspaper to hide our faces. I ordered myself my usual Mountain View and Sarika her grapefruit juice. Sarika drew her shoulders in to make herself harder to spot.
Can you hear them?
I peeked out a little over the newspaper and motioned for her to be quiet, then listened. People from Hekiho not come here. That was bad translation right there. If you like story, you'll like Ace Attorney. We're gonna play Ace Attorney in December though. I like animes and shit with lots of world buildings. Steins Gate was one of the best world stories building enemies ever. They do have a game for it. I think they have it for the PS4. So after we're done with this one, we're gonna play Steins Gates also. So that might come in December as well.
Think so.
Good. It was a little hard to hear, but I could make it out. I was still amazed to find out that anyone from Hekiho but us knew about this place. I hate it though when they just do random shit and they all like, we gotta add some random ass bad guy to shake up the plot. Such a turn off. Which is why I'm building up your thoughts on the game. Yes, Ace Attorney is gonna be good.
So what's this about? I'm cooperating with the interrogations.
I just realized this a moment ago, but you're a very different person at Hekiho, aren't you? He noticed that too. Arimura frowned a little. You're talking during the interrogations now, but you're continuing to be completely passive, I'm told. By interrogations, he must have mean they were asking her about what she was doing at the Love Hotel. What was that? A file? Hinae Arimura, Class 2-3, came to Hekiho Academy in 2014. Head of the Literature Club, chipper and sociable. Average grades, no arrest record, no trouble with the authorities at school. This is what the school gave us on you. Besides you and a basic profile the police built, we know nothing about the case. Since you keep telling us you don't remember anything. The detective leaned back in his chair. I couldn't see his expressions from here, but I could guess that he was frowning. Could you at least be as sociable as you are at Hekiho? The police are doing everything that they can too.
That's a lie.
Speaking of Steins Gate, check DM, which is why... Let me see what the DM says. I wish time travel was possible. Guys, guess what? What the fuck? That's creepy. What the fuck? Her words were sharp. Arimura was glaring at the detective as if she found his presence extremely unpleasant. That's right. I'm sorry. The detective bowed his head just a little. I couldn't see his expression. What? I and the person helping me are doing everything we can to solve this case. That means Arimura fell silent for a moment as if considering his words. What? What are they talking about?
I'm not deliberately being uncooperative. I'm not deliberately being uncooperative with the investigation. I just can't answer the fucking question. When I say I have no memories of what happened before, during, and after the incident, I'm telling the fucking truth.
So, is there anything else you can tell us? For instance, about your relationship with Hironori Kakita, their murder victim? Takeru was listening closely to the shit. He's listening closely to this. Deadass, send me a picture of Patrick. Jojo, New Weeb saying Demon Slayer is the best anime. Deadass. Is that McDonald's? Wow, I cut a clownfish. What the fuck? Nemo? When the soft food becomes crunchy, it seems Zelda isn't able to come. The Blyad in the striped Adidas. Why haven't you posted this in the images and memes? Why? My heart started beating faster. The murder victim? The police had declared the Love Hotel incident involving Dad as suicide. I leaned forward even more. I couldn't afford to miss a word of this.
By us, you mean yourself and that other person, correct?
Yeah, the police have nothing to do with this. Arimura thought for a second.
Kakita was helping me.
Helping you with that issue?
Yes, of course. He would sometimes meet in a place where we could be anonymous and exchange information.
How did you meet him? Wait, something doesn't make sense here. So why would they meet at a Love Hotel? And first of all, if he was helping her with whatever the fuck it is that he was helping her with, why was he tied up in that position? You know what I mean? Cause I can. No, I'm saying, Loco, that these are really good. You should post them in the images and memes, so that way we have stuff to look at the next images and memes stream for November. These are really good. But I like that one, the Blyat in the striped Adidas. I know the movie, that's why. What's wrong?
He was a friend of my brother's.
Wasn't your brother caught in their earthquake and...
Stop it!
My brother...
My family has nothing to do with this.
Arimura's voice sounded genuinely pained. The detectives fell silent for a moment, allowing her words to echo through the room. All right. Something is not right here. Something is just off. The fact that they had to meet here. I'll be realistic. They would meet up at a Love Hotel because there aren't any cameras and walls would be thick because, of course, neighbors don't want to hear Nani jerking off in the morning, so that's why. Well, here's an interesting fact. So my friend who I hung out yesterday, she went to Japan. She was telling me that they don't make noise. They don't even fucking moan. So they have to be that quiet. They go in to get on about their business. Nobody knows any better, but that makes totally sense. She did say also that sometimes people like to meet there in private because there's no cameras or stuff like that of that nature there. There's no concierge. There's no person in the lobby. You simply have a machine. You put in your stuff. You get the key out, and that's pretty much it. Yes, this is Shinjo. Yeah. All right. I'll be back in 10. Get it ready. The detective stood up. I quickly scrunched my shoulders together and leaned close to the newspaper. The detectives knew our faces. I couldn't let him see me. This is just so intense right now because the fact that they can get caught and be in trouble, because remember the detectives have seen their faces, like Taku was saying, and it's just interesting that they're still following the case, and his other friend has no idea what the fuck is going on, and somehow remember it's a small town. They all experienced the earthquake, so they're all connected one way or another because they all grew up together after the earthquake. So it's not surprising that most of these characters know each other, unless the age difference is the barrier. Then obviously you're not gonna know each other if you're different ages. All right, before I go, have you seen this before? Oh, not the sticker, please. The detective took something out of something like a file. And Arimura jerked backwards and looked away, frowning. What you mean jerked backwards? What the fuck? What you mean jerked backwards? The fuck? What's wrong?
I know it, but I don't like that sticker.
I knew it was a fucking sticker! I don't like that sticker either, man. I had a fucking nightmare the other day. It was not cool, man. You're gonna laugh. I was taking a shit in my dream. And what's the DMs? There was nothing in the DMs. Oh, there is something in the DMs. 42 foods you need to eat before you die. What the fuck? In my dream I was taking a shit, right? And when I was taking a shit, I got up to take a shower afterwards, right? After I clean myself, I get inside of the shower, open the curtains, and the fucking sticker, a huge ass fucking sticker, just shows up, and the eye opens up, and I hear the baby cries. I'm like, ah! I slip and fall in my dream, and I wake up. Mind you, I usually don't have dreams. I usually just dream I'm in the fucking room, in the dark or in a light room. Nani saw the sticker. That's why he said he was gonna get marked. Did she say sticker? Oh.
What about it?
She was still looking away as she spat out the words. You're aware that the video taken of the scene at the hotel was uploaded to the internet, right? It seems it was uploaded from a free Wi-Fi spot in Shibuya, and we still haven't found the guy who did it. But this sticker was placed right where we believe the camera had to happen. Do you know anything about it?
No, not really. Just that it's creepy. You see them all over town, right? Close that thing up, please, please!
Arimura refused to look at it. The detective put it away. I'm sure there's no way this thing has anything to do with the case. This time he turned to go for real. From now on, please try to be a little more cooperative with the guys at the station.
I told you, there's nothing I can say to them.
You don't have to tell them anything, but some of the brass aren't happy with your conditional release. They prefer to do things by the book. If you're so chipper and cheerful at Heikiho, it should be easy for you, right? Arimura sighed, a very exaggerated sigh.
Just so we're clear. It's really hard for a teenage girl to act like a teenage girl these days.
I would have been like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. That detective finna get murked next. Chill. Right now at this point, I'm feeling like everybody could get murked at this point in the freaking game because I don't know. The plot keeps getting thicker and thicker. No homo. Crap. Good. They didn't spot us. By the way, there are no others like you as of now, right?
Nope. Come back soon.
That scared me.
Taku, shouldn't we leave before Arimura does?
You're right. Things could get complicated if she caught me listening in. I paid for our drinks and headed for the exit. Don't tell me she's gonna spot them right before they leave.
Come back soon.
Just as I was able to leave.
Whatever happens, it isn't my problem.
Arimura was all the way in the back, but I could hear her voice clearly. The sumo sticker are gonna be murked next, cause Coco, what the fuck? October 6, 2015, Tuesday. 9 p.m. In front of Shibuya Station. The place was as crowded and noisy as ever. The footsteps of people rushing to the station to get home after work. The voices of people talking into their phones about where to meet for drinks. The screams of joy as old friends were reunited. By the way, you know I don't like promoting alcohol or drugs, especially not drugs. But if you're old and alcohol is legal, in most Japanese cultures, which is kind of like what they do in most countries anyways, people who usually work in office buildings and whatnot, that's pretty much the way they kill, how do you call it? That's how you burn steam. Pretty much after work, people go out for drinks. This is why they have happy hour. Again, not to introduce you guys into alcohol. Alcohol is bad at the end of the day, but if you're over 21, pretty much a lot of people who work in offices, that's pretty much they go out after work. And even though in Japan they love going to karaoke, I think I've told you guys before my experiences, I like to go out to karaoke too with friends. I don't know, it's just fun. It's just fun, especially when you go with female friends. Ends up doing a stream drunk as fuck. Hey, I only had 2 streams and I was drunk as fuck. I'm sober today. It all blended together and it all had an effect on anyone who passed through it, even for a moment. 6 years after the Shibuya quake, the city had been rebuilt to the point where there was nothing left to remind you of it. Everything was up and running again until a few years ago many people would stop and stare and wonder at how everything was new, but not anymore. The slogan of the restoration efforts, Shibuya, a city reborn, had such an effect on people that the past was beginning to be forgotten. At least for people who weren't in Shibuya during the earthquake. Just a 1-minute walk away from the station. Was the Shibuya earthquake memorial.
Nana Kurusu.
Kurusu made sure to visit once every week. Remember, these guys are orphans. These guys lost all their family members. Imagine losing your parents, your mom when you're like really young, and you losing your siblings. You have nobody left, and you pretty much have to be brought up. Just imagine this thing. Imagine like you lose your parents, and it's just Loco Doken, myself, Nani, you, Dragon Fox. We all end up in an orphanage. But imagine not being this old. Imagine me being your guys' ages, and you know we become family members in a sense. But then as we're getting older, there's nobody to take care of us because after a certain age, the way it works in foster homes and orphanages, they stop taking care of you after a certain age. You pretty much are left for yourself. And if you were smart enough and you knew pretty much how to take care of yourself, you were set. You were able to get a job and everything else. But if you weren't that smart and you know, you were a troublemaker, then you're fucked. You're probably gonna end up being a bum. And that's the sadness about being in an orphanage. A lot of kids don't get picked up, and once you're old, they kick you out because they can't take you in no more. You're fucking old. So Batman can relate. I feel like another earthquake finna happen right after Takeru finna get the eye from the sumo sticker, no homo. I can imagine that's what's gonna happen too. The murders keep repeating themselves. Anyways, getting back to the story, Kirusu, she would put a flower down by the name of her best friend from elementary school and pray silently. It was only a short distance from the heart of the city, but that noise and commotion didn't reach this place. This place was somberly constructed and pure, as if it wanted to be separated from all of that. Today was October 6th. The quake was on November 6th, so it was the same day of the month. Maybe that's why there were so many flowers. Some of them were lying scattered on the ground. There was no one around. Sometimes people would come at around 10:30 p.m. when the earthquake struck, but other than that, the place was mostly empty at night. Kurusu went around the area grabbing up all the scattered flowers she could see and putting them on a nearby dais. She'd done it many times before. It was all part of their routine.
What do I do?
Kurusu was thinking about what happened a few days before and about her younger brother, Miyashiro. What the fuck? Wait, isn't this... There was no translation there. What the fuck did she say? But he ain't bored because he will lose that emotion. Coco, how about this? An idea for a manga. The main character ends up losing a friend in his dungeon, right? And in this dungeon, right? And then the manga finna be about the main character losing all his emotions yet being the strongest, kind of like OPM. Okay, you won't be a bum if you can play, if you can pay rent with your YouTube skills. That's true. I want to hear an anime cliche. Sure. He won't feel any guilt towards anyone he kills and won't show any mercy and shit. She was talking about how Takeru finna die. I know, but it's just weird how the hell she brought that up, and then Kurusu is just over here. Like, how does she remember that? She'd heard it clearly. Also, she did hear it. Hinae Arimura has said those words to Miyashiro. Takeru. So everybody did hear it in the room. Okay, I thought it was just me. No, that was impossible. There was no way her brother was about to get caught up in something because of what he'd learned. Mind you, they're saying brother, but it's not her real brother. Wait, what? Wait, I'm a little bit confused now. Wait. A sudden wind blew the flowers out of her hand. She was talking about, yeah, the power of friendship. I'm a little bit confused right now. So when they were talking about her brother, she was talking about Takeru. Okay, because it's not her real brother, blood brother. It's just they were raised together, so that's why she says brother. Okay. Kurusu. All she could do was watch. For a moment, she tried to reach out and grab them, but her hand clawed uselessly at the air. Before the feelings overwhelmed her, she turned towards the place where her friend's name was carved.
Hey.
She rubbed it gently. She rubbed it gently. You're weak and almost dead, like remembering your friend and family. Bam, you're OP as fuck. The fuck? Some Goku shit? That sounds like an interesting plot, by the way, Loco Doken. You have no emotions. So you connect the manga. Well, I thought you said the manga and the anime. Oh no, it's just the manga. some Sharingan shit. You'll become stronger as you keep losing people and shit. The familiar sensation came to her through her fingers.
What do I do?
But the name Senri Minamisawa just echoed the question back to her. Yeah, I think I like it. It's rare for you to get such a good angle. Come on, man. Just so you know, that was a pain to put up. Did you hang it up somewhere? On some kind of metal pipe or something stuck along a wall. No, you mean a drain spot. It takes a rainwater that builds up on the roof and... No one cares. I use my own money to pay for the rubber bands I used to tie it up. Pay me back tomorrow. What? You're the one who decided to put it there. And this was your idea, President Miyashiro? Grrr. Just so you know, we're all taking turns picking up the data. Fine. Anyway, it's really a pain I have to go there and pick it up. Couldn't you get one that can transmit wirelessly? They're expensive. And if we try to do wireless from there all the way to Hekiho or this place, that'd be a huge pain. So, what about you? Huh? Arimura, did you get to see her? It's basically fairy tale in a nutshell. The first emotion will be love, then happiness, then humor, and in the end he will be a killing machine with no remorse. The next stream after this we're gonna play Tales of Vesperia. Tomorrow we'll do Persona 5, we'll do Call of Duty, and we'll do other streams. Tomorrow I don't have to go to work. Tomorrow I'm actually staying home. I took the day off. And I'm also taking a week off, which I already put in for my vacation time. I'm taking vacation time off for my week of my birthday. I usually don't go into work that whole week of my birthday. I'm just gonna stay playing games. I am gonna go to a bar that week, but just for a couple of drinks. And there's this light show that they opened up in Randall's Island here in New York. It's an island that's right off next to Manhattan. And they have like this crazy light show, and a lot of people are gonna go cosplay there and whatnot. Rest in peace, fool. I have a wedding to attend tomorrow. Oh, no worries, man. You can just rewatch the streams if anything. By the time you get it back home late at night, you'll probably be home, and we'll do Spooky Makanonis, and Try Not to Laugh we'll do on Sunday, or if not tomorrow if there's time. Arimura, did you get to see her? I guess it depends on how you look at it. I'll tell you tomorrow. I got some interesting information. Cosby as Cosby? The fuck? That was some high quality H2O. It's almost time for Shibuya's news broadcast. Oh yeah, I forgot she broadcasts late at night. Huh? There's a broadcast today? Well, not usually there's a broadcast today, but this is weird that he brought it up. You should have been more careful. You need to check everything more carefully. It was at the very bottom of today's update. Club member Ito. Shut up! He hung up on me angrily. I put the phone down and checked the time. About 5 more minutes. I opened Shibuya News and waited for the broadcast to start. Don't tell me she got killed. Don't tell me she got killed, because if she got killed... Dressing up as a crab and watching people eat my family. What the fuck? You should have saved those for Try Not to Laugh. Nah, I'll probably sleep. Legit, my mom just had to decorate like 30 bottles of apple cider and champagne with glitter Because now there's glitter all over my fucking house. Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, get some sleep, man. You always tell me to get some rest when I need to get rest, right? And that's what I plan on doing. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Those fucking bottles look amazing. That's what's up, man. Yeah, definitely have a great time tomorrow, man. Yeah, when you get home tired, definitely get some rest. Sure, there's days I need to take a day off, too. I opened Shibuya News and waited for the broadcast to start. After that, Arimura had waited about an hour before she'd come out of the Cafe Lax. I thought about pretending to run into her, but I didn't want to go up to her too fast and have her find out I was listening. As I waited for the right moment, she got in a taxi and left. She was probably heading to the Shibuya police station for an interrogation. This was amazing. I wasn't able to talk to Arimura, but I knew I'd managed to get much more important information. There was a lot about their conversation I didn't understand, but I was right about one thing. The police were treating the incidents, or at least revolving that, as murders. No, maybe not the police. That detective Shinjo, was it? He seemed to be acting separately from the rest of the police force. And he had some kind of secret about it that he shared with Arimura. But more importantly than that, and more importantly than anything, the sticker he was talking about had to be the sumo sticker. From what he'd been saying, I was sure of it. And while he knew about the sumo stickers, he didn't seem to realize their importance. Maybe he hadn't realized that they were at the other two crime scenes. Good. I really was one step ahead of the police. This really is my big chance. If I kept it up, I might be able to learn more about the case than anyone else. More than the ignorant kids getting ready for the festival. More than the people who had to cling to the internet for information. More than even the police. More than Kawahara, that jerk who called me a pretend reporter. And more than the rest of the class who called me a camera kid. I'll show all those wrong-siders. So Takeru has this complex personality, a complexity of inferiority, if that makes sense. Coco, I'll just let you see the title. The video is for, okay, try not to laugh, got you. For once, might take a selfie with my new suit, although I won't show my face, obviously. Oh, that's fine, man. Definitely show the suit, man. You know I love wearing suits. I have to wear suits now, so when I go to work. Plus, winter time is coming, so I'll be actually wearing a full suit. Usually it's just shirt and tie, but now since winter's coming, I have to wear a suit. So yeah, Takeru has inferiority complex.
It is now 12 a.m., October 7, 2015. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kay, your host.
Shibuya News Netsu Radio started just like it had said it would. Kay's voice was as pleasant and clear as ever. The last broadcast was after the Love Hotel incident, so it would have been September 30th. It had been about a week.
That awful muggy heat is finally going away, isn't it? If the news is right, the temperature should be good for a while. I hope you're all enjoying the weather.
So it's creepy that we're playing this game and it's actually following everything that's going on right now. I was just talking about how it's getting colder and it's just creepy. I don't know. It's just creepy that every little thing that I mentioned, little things here and there. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but there's a lot of like similarities with what I'm describing, and the fucking game is picking it up right afterwards. I don't know if is it just me, or like I guess because they're falling on the dates that the game is following. I don't know. I have a regular shit like a vest, then a whole suit costs around 200. Nice. It's a good quality suit. As I listened to her voice, read out all the latest information from Shibuya, I grabbed the magazine off the cabinet shelf. It was a back issue of Cool Cat Press that I'd bought, or rather been forced to buy from Jen. Just like with Kay's podcast, it had been a while since I'd spent any time with this. Is this his hentai? I paged through it looking for an interesting article. It was still mostly junk. 10 ways to make your ideal girl like you. How to tell your ideal girl you like her. What to say to your ideal girl to get her into your bed, etc., etc. There were a lot of articles that were of no interest to me whatsoever. Nope, none at all. As I carefully read through these articles, which did not interest me at all, I found a small section in the back that was something a little different. A naked heart. How to know exactly what she's thinking. The article consisted of strange symmetrical drawings in black ink along with commentary from a psychoanalyst about what each said about your personality. Or at least it was someone who claimed to be a psychoanalyst. And at the very end there were even diagrams on how to use these pictures to see how popular you were or how compatible you were with a certain girl. This magazine's got everything, doesn't it? I whispered to myself. The Rorschach test was a famous personality test. So if you guys don't know what Rorschach is, Rorschach. Well, the date did say October 6th. Wait, what if it was October 11? That is true. We're gonna get to that. That's what I'm saying. It's creepy. So Rorschach is famous for these things, right? Every time you used to see, I don't know if you guys have seen movies of psychology and whatnot, and when they usually present these things to patients, they ask you, what do you see in these paintings? There was also a movie called Watchmen where one of the heroes was called Rorschach, and he pretty much judged people and defeated them. But pretty much this is what Rorschach paintings are. You pretty much color one side of the paint of the page. You fold the paper, right, and you close it and you open it back up. It's symmetrical. Some people might say with the top right, for example, they'll be like, that looks like a moth. To me, the one on the top left looks like two people getting high five. The lower left reminds me of two geeses. The lower right just reminds me of somebody's pelvis bones, I guess. I also got a haircut today, by the way. Nice. It's a song local. What the fuck? Nice. It's always good to get a haircut. It makes you feel fresh. Anyways, the test involved pouring black and red ink down a folded card. There you go, that's what I was saying. And spreading it out to create a strange symmetrical shape. Different people would see the shape as a dog's head or a man and woman kissing, and what you saw told you about your personality. But the idea of using it to determine your popularity or your compatibility with a certain girl was just so stupid I had to laugh. This one's a sheep? Huh? Let me see. If you saw this as a fur-covered animal like a sheep, you have a strong urge to hide your real desires. Girls say they don't know what you're thinking and are cautious around you. Your popularity rating is 20 out of 100. What the fuck? Edgeworld, there's right there. The fuck? Huh? I snapped back to my senses. That was close. I almost did the whole test. I tossed the magazine out of my desk. And then, as if she'd been waiting for me to finish, Kay's voice became a little more serious.
Now then, we've gone over a lot of what's happening in Shibuya today, but it's time to get to the point. I'm holding this broadcast today because I wanted to introduce you to a certain article.
I'm gonna play the stream after the stream is, the video after the stream is done, not during the stream. Makes no point. The point? What article was she talking about? I listened intently to Kay's words. Is that... That's... What the fuck? That's... You see who this is? That's the baby girl that showed up to help Detective Shinjo.
The article is about something I talk about quite a lot on my site and during these broadcasts. That's right, the strange incidents that are happening in Shibuya right now.
There's a baby girl that helps him out.
I've told you before that these events are occurring on the same dates at the New Generation Madness. But this video points out another thing they have in common.
She's gonna tell him about the stickers, isn't she? What? Had someone other than us notice? This is the address. I clicked the link she posted immediately after I saw it. It was an address for a Nikoniya video. The few seconds I took to load felt like an eternity. There it is, huh? Huh? No, no. Oh my lord. Good, good. I'm glad you turned away from the fucking thumbnail. I saw the thumbnail for the video and quickly turned away. And then I grabbed my phone. Oh no, are you listening to Shibuya News? Watch it now. She's reporting on our video. Anime girl moves 1 inch her tits. Incest porn. Society, this is immoral. You shouldn't exist. Incest porn. Not to worry, I have a permit. Step. What the fuck? Step brother. That was their video. So she actually took their video. October 7th, 2015, Wednesday. Sakuragao Kacho, Shibuya. Trustworthiness investigation company, Frisia. And that's all for tonight. Thank you for listening in. And this has been your host, Kay. So Kay is a baby girl that was helping out Detective Shinjo, in case you don't remember. She actually also goes to Hekiho school.
It'll soon be 12:22 a.m. on October 7th. I pray you spend tomorrow in a way you won't regret.
So her name is Mia Kunasato, but they call her Kay. Kunasato gave her usual sign-off and ended the broadcast. Look at her cheeks. Shit. She stretched expansively, her shoulders cracking as the stretch passed through her entire body. She knew that acting like a proper lady was the way to get listeners for these guerrilla radio broadcasts, but it still felt like she was taking things too far. After almost 100 times, she was used to it, but she'd never finished a broadcast without feeling exhausted. I knew it! Shinjo was gonna show up.
What?
Nothing. We finally get to meet Katsuko Momose.
Good work, Mio. You want some coffee? And a blowjob? Thanks.
Shinjo watched, stunned, as Mio leaned back in her chair, crossed her legs, and accepted a coffee from Momose. First, Arimura this afternoon, and now this. What's going on with young girls these days? So, Momose probably... Remember when Momose says, one of my girls, or one of my kids? Taking some of these kids. I'm assuming she was also one of the survivor kids from the earthquake, and I'm assuming Momose is like her step-parents who took her in from a young age and is still living with her. Maybe that's what's going on. More than likely what's occurring here is that these kids who survived the earthquake, if it had anything to do with the stickers and what happened in Chaos Head, they more than likely received some type of powers, especially if the stickers are supernatural. These kids probably received some type of powers, and it's probably gonna take something to awaken them. I don't know, that's just my assumption. That's just my assumption at this point. The fuck? Dragon Fox, what kind of picture is that? She sure didn't look like a girl who'd been speaking into a computer microphone with a pleasant voice just a moment ago. He knew this was what it was really like, but... Huh? Her eyes met with his. What were you doing just now?
Broadcasting information. What else?
Koko would hit that fat bit. Hell yeah, she looked good. She looked thick. We're gonna look at Momose in a little bit. Momose looks scrumptious. That made no sense. Broadcasting information? Oh, look, just look at Momose. Damn, she look thick as fuck. Just take that little bow she got on her chest, just open that shit up, snatch that little chain she got. Fuck. Got little rosy cheeks and shit on her lipstick. Shit. Momose look thick as fuck. And let me stop. Well, I can understand why it might not make sense to Shinjo. Momose glanced over at Kunosato.
Mio is one of our best information brokers. Her day job is being a scientist, though.
Huh? At her age? She does sound like a guy. I'm the only one that didn't notice. She sounds a little bit like a guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's probably one. She's a thick girl. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Remember, in Japan, they like using females for guys' voices, and sometimes guys' voices for female. I don't know, man. That's just Japan, man. Don't ask me. I don't know. I could have sworn Momose was a tranny on the phone, but now I'm confirming she's a female, so the voice could be better, but...
That's right, she's a genius who skipped several grades to go to work at an American lab. I'm just telling you, real geniuses are on a whole different level altogether. You mean the girl who was helping you? The one you talked to on the phone all the time?
Kunosato nodded and started to massage her tired shoulders. So who's the girl that helps her out? She sounds like a guy, yeah. So who helps her out? He had no idea. He thought she was pretty grown up for a 17-year-old. But what do you research? Does my
personal data have anything to do with the case?
No, but
it's right here.
Momose pointed at Shinjo's head. The head? The brain, she's a special researcher.
The brain, she's a special researcher.
I can't even do a female's voice because I keep thinking that's a fucking male.
The brain, she's a special researcher in the field of quantum brain dynamics.
We need to look at that really quick. Quantum brain dynamics, the name's given to a scientific field that attempts to explain brain activity, particularly human consciousness, from a quantum mechanical perspective. Huh. She sounded like she sounded like Kirito got kicked in the balls 50 times by Nani. The fuck? What's she doing at Hekiho?
Hekiho's located in Shibuya, and it's the perfect place to research Chaos Child Syndrome, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Chaos Child Syndrome.
Can we get to the point?
Without waiting for Shinjo or Momose to agree, she continued.
Did Arimura have anything to say about the sumo stickers?
She's not very polite to me. He sighed to himself. No, I don't know why you care, but all she said was that she found them creepy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why do you care so much? Come to think of it, you were just saying something about the stickers, weren't you? He thought back to how different Kunosato's voice was when she was on the radio. What were you doing?
I told you, broadcasting information.
NGL Chaos Child Syndrome sounds like a fucking death metal band made of 16-year-olds led up by Nani the Midget. Fuck.
Why don't you give him a real explanation? You're going to be working with him until the case is solved after all.
Kunosato didn't bother to hide her displeasure at Momosa's interruption.
It's a give and take, right? I hope there's at least something of value for me to take.
That was enough to piss Shinjo off. Listen here, you little bitch. You need to learn to respect your elders.
Do you know what this year's study said about media usage rates?
Huh?
70% of people get their news from the internet. For teenagers, it's 80%. For those in their 20s and 30s, it's 90%. In no cases, it's a higher percentage that gets their news from TV. If you limit yourself to urban areas only, the percentages are even higher. Less than 10% of people in their teens and 20s read a daily newspaper. That figure hasn't changed much in the last 2 years. Over half of middle school students have a smartphone. 95% of high school kids do. And if you have a smartphone, you're using it to watch Pornhub.
Wait, what are you talking about?
How many people do you think rely solely on the internet for their information?
Kunosato suddenly stood up and brought over the mobile PC she'd been using to stream. She opened something on the screen for Shinja to see. It was the homepage of a major newspaper dated yesterday. Surveillance Society Committee member sues Koshin. A Shibuya area woman has filed a 1.1 million yen suit in a Tokyo court against venture capital firm Koshin Tokyo, claiming that they have violated her privacy. The suit is dated the 2nd. She alleges that one of the company's security cameras in Shibuya took a video of her laundry drying on the veranda and uploaded it to the internet without her permission. So again, they're trying to connect the dots and assuming that Koshin is putting up these cameras, that maybe they put these cameras as well, and something is going on with them. Can this be an emoji? Yeah, submit them in the emoji channel. There's an emoji channel on the Discord. That's interesting though that they brought back the Koshin cameras. There was an article about a Shibuya resident suing Koshin for invasion of privacy.
I caused this. One of the members of a group opposed to the Surveillance Society is a Twitter addict. I made a bunch of similar accounts and homepages, each of which looked like it was created by a different person. Then I pointed them to a favorable judicial precedence to make it look like a bunch of people who were telling him he was a victim. Since he still seemed reluctant, over the weekend I recorded some rude behavior by someone at Koshin and got the whole internet mad about it. And the result
was this, she said as she tapped on the PC. No way.
When a person relies on the internet for their information, they'll accept any offline source that confirms their natural biases. I'd be willing to bet that he never read anything about the relevant case law, besides what I pointed out to him.
Not that I have ever seen his face, Kunosato continued. The way she spoke alone was enough to make Shinji believe she was telling the truth. Why would you do something like that?
Momose told you that Koshin is probably up to something, right? I agree, so I'm trying to damage their public image as much as possible. And what I want now is information on the sumo stickers.
Oh my god, we're gonna get more info on this shit. I bet you some shit's gonna happen. The screen was indeed showing a picture of the sumo sticker. And then the Hekiho Academy newspaper club. Shinjo's gaze landed on a phrase in the video's introduction. Oh shit, so wait a minute. So remember, the video, it was from the newspaper club. He knows the kids he arrested at the hotel were part of the club. He's gonna put the dots, he's gonna connect them 2 and 2 together, and now he's gonna be like, wait a minute, how come these kids know about the stickers? Wasn't that where those kids who snuck into the Love Hotel went? I told him not to get involved. His tone was irritated as he remembered to the faces of the boy and the girl. Kunosato, however, seemed to find it rather entertaining.
They're pretty perceptive. I intend to take advantage of that, where I can. In the next, let's say, 12 hours, this video is going to be flooded with information on the sumo stickers. Heh. And that was why I spread the information during my broadcast.
In reality, this is pretty true. If you are like a big, I wouldn't say celebrity, but if you had a big platform where you can actually, you know, let's say for example, what's his name? PewDiePie put something up on his channel and sponsored it, another YouTuber. That YouTuber more than likely is going to become famous as well. After what she just told him about her dealings with Koshin, he couldn't help but believe her.
And what is it, Shinjo?
Nothing. He realized that he must have been looking at Mimosas for an answer. Just who was this girl?
Oh no, Shinjo. You can't try and seduce me, yo.
What the fuck? Why would you try to seduce a young girl? What are you talking about? He felt his cheeks turn red at his entirely unexpected response. No. I'm not blushing because you guessed what I was thinking.
I know that. And you got a long ways to go. Arimura hasn't found any more like her, right?
Kunosato interrupted. Yeah, that's what she said.
Which means the only person we know about who's a potential target is Arimura herself. And we don't know why, but it will probably take place on October 10th.
October 10th. The date of the vampire incident 6 years ago.
If we have to, we can use her to set a trap. Not that we know for sure she's a target, but...
What if Takuru was the target for October 10th? Hekiho Academy Newspaper Club, cameraman, do your damn job. I'm watching you. Yeah, I'm definitely guessing that the detective finna see the eye and get killed. Would be pretty ironic. It would be. But then again, remember, it's October 7th. 3 more days till October 10th. We can't do that. Shinjo slammed his fist down on the desk and glared at Kunosato. That was going too far, even for him. But remember, Shinjo said he had a mentor his mentor used to go outside of the law to get results. So it's kind of ironic that Shinjo's saying this is not a good approach to things. He might change his mind. Instead of getting scared, Kunosada glared back at him with an expression he'd never seen before. Her face was cold and dangerous like the blade of a knife. She looked more like one of the people he'd arrested than anyone he'd save. You're helping me solve this case, right? Just so we're clear, when I need you to follow my orders, you will.
And just so we're clear,
Kunosada put her hands on the desk and drew closer to him.
the person in the world I most want to kill is the one behind these incidents. And after that, it's Arimura and her ilk.
Whoa, wait a minute, so who's... Wait a minute. I'm assuming Mio made the incidents. Well, wait a minute, so who is Arimura and her ilk? Meaning her kind? So who is Arimura? Arimura, don't tell me Arimura is like an extra dimensional being or some shit. Alright, we're gonna leave it there for now. We're back in school. I have to leave it there in that cliffhanger. We're back at school. Alright, so I know it got really good, but we're gonna have to leave it there and pick up where we left off tomorrow. So it's definitely getting interesting. We're gonna find out more about what the hell's going to happen with these murders. And I'm assuming this weekend we're definitely gonna hit the October 10th incident with the murders and whatnot. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna play out. And same thing with the stickers. Ito looking like he has a dildo in his ass. So we'll see what's gonna happen in tomorrow's stream for Chaos Child, and see how it unfolds and whatnot. Arimura is the girl with the detective in the cafe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Arimura's probably involved. Remember, she had. That's what I'm saying. She's probably an extra dimensional being because she wasn't part of the earthquake. She showed up. She out of nowhere, and she's registered in school. So I don't know what she is. So we'll figure out what's gonna happen with the stickers. We're gonna figure out what's gonna happen on October 10th with the murders, and we're gonna figure out who Arimura is and pretty much how everybody is connected somehow with this whole narrative of the story and the plot. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help out my channel a lot. Dragon Fox Sin, Loco Doken, and Nani, thank you for coming through. I'm gonna leave you guys with the outro, and I'm gonna go set up for the next stream. Thanks for coming through, and this is Koko, baby, signing off, and I'll see you boys and girls on the next stream. Plot twist, she's Takuro and Kurusu's love child. What the fuck? Who knows? Kind of like Steingate back in time. Thanks for